Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.
This is a real story I have heard from a missionary who witnessed this incredible event firsthand. It's a powerful testimony of how God's healing grace can reach anyone, no matter their background or belief. It all started in a small, remote village where the people had lived for centuries, following their traditional beliefs and worshipping idols. The village was far from the nearest city, and there was little interaction with the outside world. One of the most respected individuals in the village was a man named Darius, a priest who had been chosen to lead his people in their worship of the gods they believed in. Darius was known for his wisdom, his role as a spiritual leader, and his deep commitment to the rituals of his people. However, despite his devotion, he became gravely ill. It began with minor symptoms, fatigue, a cough, and an aching body. But as the weeks passed, his condition worsened. He began to lose weight rapidly, and his fever became unbearable. The villagers consulted their local healers and performed every ritual they knew to cure Darius, but nothing worked. His illness only deepened. As Darius lay in his bed, weak and unable to perform his priestly duties, something inside him began to change. The thought of dying without knowing the truth about life, death, and healing haunted him. Darius had always been a man of faith, but his faith was in the idols his people worshipped, not in the God of the Christians who had once visited their village. He had heard of their God, but had never believed. One day, as Darius lay in his bed, weak and almost delirious from the fever, a Christian missionary came to the village. The missionary, a humble man named Joseph, had been traveling from village to village, sharing the message of Jesus Christ. Joseph heard about Darius's condition and, out of compassion, made his way to the sick priest's home. Despite the villagers' reluctance to allow the outsider to enter, Joseph was allowed to see Darius. When Joseph entered the small, dimly lit room, he could feel the heavy atmosphere of despair. Darius looked frail and was covered in a cold sweat. His eyes were filled with a mix of exhaustion and doubt. Joseph approached him gently, offering him a smile of hope. He spoke softly, saying, "I believe in a God who can heal. I don't know if you know him, but he can heal you if you open your heart to him. His name is Jesus." At first, Darius shook his head. He was a priest of another faith, and the idea of another God was foreign to him. But something about Joseph's words stirred something deep inside. For the first time in a long time, Darius wondered if there was more to life than the rituals and idols he had known. He had nothing left to lose, and as a man of faith, he decided to listen. Joseph asked if he could pray for Darius. With a soft nod, Darius agreed. As Joseph laid his hands on the sick priest, he prayed with conviction, "In the name of Jesus, I ask for your healing power to flow into Darius's body. Let him feel your love and grace. I command this illness to leave, and I ask for a miracle." As the words were spoken, something incredible began to happen. Darius felt warmth spread through his body, and the pain that had plagued him for weeks started to fade. His fever began to subside, and the coughing fit he had been struggling with for days suddenly stopped. The healing was almost immediate. Darius could hardly believe it. Within hours, Darius's strength began to return. His fever had broken, and the pain was gone. He sat up in his bed, feeling a sense of peace and clarity that he had never known before. For the first time in weeks, he felt truly alive. The news of Darius's miraculous healing spread quickly through the village. Many were skeptical at first, but when they saw the transformation in their priest, they couldn't deny that something extraordinary had happened. Darius, in awe of what God had done, called the villagers together and shared the story of his healing. "I was lost in my sickness, but I have found healing in the name of Jesus Christ," he said, his voice filled with humility and gratitude. "I have experienced a miracle, and I believe this is the true God who can heal, restore, and give life." The villagers listened in awe, some still unsure, but many were touched by Darius's testimony. As time went on, the faith of the people of the village began to shift. More and more of them sought out the missionary, Joseph, and asked to learn about the God who could heal their bodies and souls. Darius, once a priest of idols, became a follower of Christ, spreading the message of hope and healing that he had received. His life was forever changed, and the village was transformed as well, as many came to embrace the love and grace of the one true God. This is a true story of how God's healing power knows no bounds. No matter your background, your past, or your beliefs, God's love can reach you and bring miraculous healing. Darius's life was changed, and the village's faith was revived because of God's divine intervention. His healing was a reminder that God's love is bigger than any illness, and His power is greater than any challenge we may face.
Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.